Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brandon, also known as Branmatt, and welcome back for another StarCraft II replay. This time, we have two new players. I don't think I've casted either one of them. I don't even know if I've casted this guy because I don't know who he is. But, nonetheless, we're on Akalon Waste today, and in the top left-hand corner, spawning as our red zerg player, is Kane. And, Kane I've never cast before, as I had stated before, and this is Akalon Waste, so we only have two spawn locations up here in the top left-hand corner and over here in the bottom right-hand corner. And this is our blue Terran player, who is a barcode player. Now, this, I don't know who it is. I haven't been able to figure out. All I know is he's a barcode player, and so I'm excited to see what comes out from both of these players. I can't really predict what comes out. We do see the Overlord coming over here, and we do see this awful sneaky SCV coming out, like, super early, which makes me wonder what he's doing. There we go, proxy barracks, but this is quite a far away built barracks. Now that means it's not going to get scouted, but I'm not surprised he wouldn't put it like back here. Now this kind of Overlord, you know, you're going to see a typical Overlord come out and like you see rallied here, he's not actually going to see it. I don't think, no, he's not actually going to spot it. He does have that typical, there we go, I can say words. First Overlord coming out, and he's going to come over here. He's probably going to be a little suspicious because we do see a refinery here. Has 3 workers. He has a supply depot, but he has no barracks anywhere in this base. And he might scout it pretty late because he's not going to send over a drone, it looks like. He's just going to keep up with the typical Overlord scouting. So we do have this proxy barracks. Is he going to build a second one? Is it going to be 2 barracks? Like a typical kind of thing, and this Overlord will actually spot the SCV coming from an awful weird position, which might make him ultra suspicious, because typically if you send it through the map, it's going to come through here, so he's probably looking now and going, where is that coming from? He's coming from over here, and he actually is producing Reapers, as we can see here. Has his orbital command coming up as well, so this might be pretty early Reaper play. This drone coming out, getting attacked just a little. He has a spawning pool coming down, so he might be able to get up some zerglings, but until then, he's going to be awful exposed, and this first Reaper's out. So he's going to send this first Reaper right away. He might be able to get a few kills, but I don't know. It's all up to the control of Kane. He's now producing his first zerglings. So we're going to see 4 zerglings are on the way, 6 now, as well as 2 queens. He's going to have 1 queen for each base, I would assume, and the Reaper's in here now. The Reaper's going to be able to cause a little bit of damage. He's going to come in, might be able to kill off some of these drones. If you look at the drone health, he's got a few of them targeted down. He's moving them around. He doesn't want to lose any of them. We see 0 killed at the moment, and this Zergling's going to come out. He won't be able to get this around. They don't have speed yet, but they are on creep, so that's going to cause a little bit of damage, and the micro here from Kane is actually pretty good. He might be able to get quite a bit of damage off on this Reaper. And no, the bunker comes up. I completely missed this too. He has 2 Reapers in here. He's going to be able to constantly back and forth in here. The only hope at this point is the Queen or a surround. He might be able to get one of these Reapers off. They've been regenerating health. And he's going to come back here, move right back in there, pull away little Zerglings. You don't want to die. Actually, I don't care about Zerglings' legs, but it's okay. In this, I'm rooting for Kane here because this is an awful weird strategy. Actually, I'm not going to choose bias yet because this barcode player is doing really well with the strategy. He's going to salvage that and he's going to try to move out here. Actually, did he kill one of them? No. He has 3 now. 2 are on awful low health, but they're going to regenerate health. So he got 3 out of here. Kane, I was rooting for him for that defense because he did really well. That was actually a really good defense, much better executed than I thought it was going to be. He's going to continue to produce those Reapers, and he might actually spot it with this Zergling. He's going to send the Zergling up here. Will spot where that... There we go. He sends the Zelnaga Tower. Now he knows what the barracks is. He isn't going to be able to attack it, but he knows where it is. He knows it's moving away. He knows that, and he's going to try to come in here, maybe get a few kills. He's actually completely undefended aside from the bunker that's coming up now. He has to hope that that bunker gets up in time. These Zerglings are coming in here awful hot. They might be able to get a few SCV kills. He might. No, he does not kill that SCV in time, so that bunker is going to take a lot of damage, though. It's probably not even worth it at this point. He might try to salvage it. Doesn't even get the salvage off. And he's able to hop these Reapers up here right away. And this might actually have to be canceled. He's going to cause a ton of damage to it. And this will be bad. If the barcode player has to cancel this expansion, it's going to be bad for his economy. It's going to send out another SCV here. Here comes that SCV. He's going to land that other barracks over here. He's going to keep scouting around with these Zerglings. Again, I'm still really surprised on how well Kane did that defense. It's not that I didn't think he could, but it was really well executed. If we check here, he only got 2 worker kills. Now he got 11, the barcode player got 11 units killed, but still, that's only 2 workers killed. That's not, it's not exactly what he was going for. He was probably going for a lot more economic damage. Third base is actually coming up here. He does have, again, those zerglings out and about. They're all looking around. There's a few Hellions now from our barcode player, and Reapers. He's probably going to start production of Marines and Marauders sometime soon. Does have that tech lab coming down on the barracks, but Reapers are not going to be good for the late game. They're not going to be able to stick up and be a full-on army. Spreading out this creep really well here, going to be able to keep those creep tumors coming and spread in either direction. Wants to connect that third base to the rest of the bases. And we don't actually see any creep tumors going up there just yet. He doesn't really need it because he does have the defense right down here, as well as the 2 evolution chambers there. And we see this whole army moving out here. It's not like a huge army, but it can cause quite a bit of damage, especially with the damage available on the Hellions. He won't be able to get off any creep tumor kills, so that was off close here. Might be able to get a kill on a spine crawler here, and that spine crawler is actually canceled. Probably won't be able to get a queen kill here, as long as Kane just pulls that back and has quite a few, again, zerglings. He might try to go for a surround. He does have the zergling speed, and might lose a queen here. Does actually end up losing 1 queen. Might lose his 2nd queen. That queen's taking an awful lot of amount of damage. Probably shouldn't be engaging by themselves. The third base is actually up here, heading up to the base. Might be able to get a few drone kills as well. Caught the zerglings in a bad position. Coming right through that bottleneck right there is perfect for these Hellions. And the Hellions causing tons of damage. Getting here in the corner, perfect positioning for the Hellions. As long as the Hellions are able to stay in the corner like this, they're able to not get surrounded while still dealing out a lot of damage. Probably will lose all of these Hellions at this point. Maybe. It looks as though he will. But if we look in the units lost, that's 47 unit kills for him, as well as 2 additional drone kills. So we see there, that's a lot of damage. That's not just a tad bit of damage. He's able to get in a ton of damage. Those Hellions were definitely worth the investment. Able to kill off a lot of zerglings there. So that's very damaging for him here. These Marauders are going to start knocking down these rocks, and he's going to start burrowing these Widow Mines, which could be very devastating for groups of zerglings. Kane looks like he's just going to stay back. He's just going to build up his economy. Now has these extractors. Looks like he has all 6 extractors mining. And so has a pretty good economy. If we look here in the income screen, they're about even with the barcode player. Actually leading just slightly in terms of minerals and occasionally on gas. But in general, they're about even grounds. The barcode player given an advantage to not be rushed and be able to continue growing up his economy here in the background. And again, quite a few Widow Mines. He's going very heavy on these Widow Mines. We'll probably be able to spread them around the map a little later in the game, knocking down these rocks. And we'll probably be setting up the third base right away. If we look, yes, he already has that orbital command coming down. Has a total of, it looks to be 6, unless if I can find any more. It looks like 6 barracks, already starting up upgrades for the damage, as well as a starport and factory. Continuing to get those Widow Mines as well as medevacs. Going to be able to land a third base, and that Overlord is going to be quite a bit of a nuisance, spreading out that creep so we can't actually land there. And that will end up killing off that Overlord. We'll have to wait for this creep to clear up, and we see quite a few zerglings coming, but that, ooh, that was a really bad shot actually for the Widow Mine. They're only getting about 1 or 2 kills there, and actually able to come through here. Trap a Marauder, might be able to get a few more. Those Widow Mines are going to cause quite a bit of damage, but not too much. Only killing off about 1 or 2 zerglings for each shot. Not doing as well as they probably should be. But even Banelings here as well, so he might be trying to come in here and do as much damage as possible with Banelings, trying to kill off large groups of Marines if you can catch them in groups, but it looks like he's able to get those rocks knocked down. So now he has a pile of rocks in the way, which will be in trouble for getting to the third base unless if he gets some Mutalisks later. He is able to actually land this base if he's going to. There we go. We see the base landed and quite a few SCVs being transferred. So now he's mining out of 3 bases. I'm going to give him, Kane actually has the advantage at this point, but is also getting up his own 4th base at this point, knocking down the rocks of his own zerglings. When we look in the units tab here, it seems that he only has zerglings. He has a few Mutalisks and Banelings, but zerglings is the main portion of his army at this point. Even the Mutalisks that we see, they're not going to go out and harass just yet. And we see quite a big army here for our barcode player. Probably will burrow quite a few of those. We'll try to like leapfrog them. In an attempt to keep them dealing damage and spread out. Doesn't want to keep them all clumped up in one space, as that wouldn't be so good. And now that he's on creep, they're going to be able to see him. He might be able to get a few creep tumor kills. He's going to stim up, come right in here, try to get as many creep tumor kills as possible. We'll kill all the creep tumors, and this big army's coming in for Kane, immediately lifting up. Those duelists might be able to get off quite a few kills there. And actually killing one Widow Mine there, it looks like. Widow Mine's actually causing quite a bit of damage. Oh, actually getting quite a few Widow Mine kills there. That's actually really good, but pushing him back again with this large force of Marines. He has to pull back. If you look at the production tab, though, he's getting 36 more Zerglings, as well as 6 or 9 more Banelings now, as well as upgrades for those Mulas. So he's going to be able to deal quite a bit of damage. And if those Banelings get very good shots off, it could be very devastating for our barcode player. Barcode player here, gathering up quite a ton of Marines, might be able to get a few kills there, but these Zerglings might sneak by. They might try to kill off the rocks here or come right up here for a run by, but there are quite a few Marines up here for a good defense. And right now we see the barcode player heading in, trying to get a few more creep tumor kills, killing off quite a few Zerglings there. If we look here, did he get a run by off? No, it does not seem so. He is going to burrow a Zergling there and also put up an Overlord to defend from that fourth base actually being taken. He's going to head in here, might be able to cause quite a bit of damage to Kane. And Kane is going to hold here at the front. He seems that our barcode player is just going to stick around just at the front of the base, getting a lot of creep tumor kills, actually pushing the creep from like all the way out here, all the way back here. That's a lot of creep pushback, and this army is all split up. Probably going to get a lot of kills off here. That whole army did not engage together. He did split very well, but at this point it seems like a lot of kills came off from that, from being too split up and not engaging at just the right time. So it seems like this army is going to have to continue to split up. We see 7 more Banelings on the way, as well as the few Banelings that we already have here. And a few Marines might actually head in here to this third base. A ton of Mulisks out now as well. This could be a ton of damage from Kane. Kane's got quite the army, and I'm looking around. I don't think our barcode players can actually be able to hang on very long. He's heading up here with the medevac. Might be able to kill base here. We'll see with that creep. And Queen here will try to defend. Probably might be able to get a few kills on the drones here. And we do see that barcode player is inching his way up. Might be able to get a kill here and met with a ton of Banelings. That's not exactly the thing you want to be seeing when you are a Marine. Tons of kills there right off the bat, and whoa, that Mulisk just cleans up that force. That was just absolute devastation there. Maybe able to get kills on the rocks. Maybe he was dealing quite a bit of damage to the rock. Mulisk just coming through here and cleaning everything up. This is just like a joke. Mulisk just walking on in, killing off. Doesn't even seem like that much trouble for the Mulisk, dealing a ton of damage there and just cleaning this up very quickly. Our barcode player is going to lose a lot of units. Still marching in additional units here. Not burrowing those Widow Mines just yet. Those Widow Mines could deal a ton of damage, especially to a big clump of Mutalisks like we see there. Army coming out. Might be able to... Will he be able to get any kills there? Come on. Hit those Mutalisks. He won't be able to actually get any hit on the Mutalisks. Mutalisks coming around, trying to deal as much damage as possible. We see a lot of Zerglings, Banelings making some good connections. The Marine force just absolutely cleaned up here, and there's absolutely no help here for the barcode player. The barcode player is going to be in a ton of trouble. He's going to try to land this base, as well as transferring workers to get his fourth base started. I want to bring those workers back, but this is just absolutely devastating. Kane just rolled over that army, and it's like no challenge. He's just going to come in here and is probably just going to completely wipe out our barcode player, or he might be completely caught off guard. He needs to burrow those Widow Mines right now, actually able to get 1 kill on those Widow Mines. Heading out here, the Banelings might be able to make some good connections, actually killing off some of those, but lost every one of his Widow Mines. Tons of Mulists just coming in here. We'll probably clean up this force again. The barcode player is in so much trouble. All these Banelings not able to get good connections. Seems like quite a few of them are focused down. Banelings just heading in there, able to get off a few kills, but not too many. Just coming in here. Barcode player is absolutely being cleaned up at this play, this point in time. And Kane just coming through here. It just looks like the barcode player is going to have to say GG and leave the game. Kane just dealing too much damage. This is what the Zerg swarm looks like. Just constant units just swarming in, being rallied in here. Just this huge army. And there we go. Barcode player ends up leaving the game. So congratulations to Kane for winning that. And the barcode player did pretty well. Again, Kane's defense against that early Reaper rush was actually very surprising. Lost very few units to that, and ended up keeping that drone kill very low. And barcode player doing pretty good, but Kane just showing what the swarm is all about, just rushing in there, constantly pounding at our barcode player until he pushed him all the way back into the base where he was completely helpless. So thank you all for watching. Be sure to like the video, favorite if you really enjoyed it a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.